Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to rasp the mannequin. We're just going to put little scratches throughout the mannequin so the hide paste will stick. You can use anything from wire mesh to an actual rasper that they sell, but you can usually find things around in the shop that you can get the same job done with. So we're going to go ahead and scratch it up a little bit. Now what I like to do is I like to crisscross it, where I just go one way and then take it and go the other way. That just gives something for your hide paste to latch onto. So we'll go ahead and do that to the other side. We're going to go ahead and put our hide paste on. Pretty nice to be wearing gloves during this stage too, because it gets pretty sticky. Alright. Now, the places that are real important are the tear ducts, the nose, and the mouth again. And I like to get it as close to the eye. Don't worry if you get some on it, you can always clean it up, but do it fairly quick once you get the mannequin on. And especially the neck and the armpits down here. And especially where you're going to be sewing. So we'll go ahead and start doing this. Any grooves that you want to show, any spots you think it might move, go ahead and hit them, especially right here under the chin. That's about as far back as I go. Alright, we'll do the other side now. And we'll come back and start putting the hide on. Alrighty, we're going to put the hide on now. Do a lot of working on this part here. This is sometimes can be the toughest part. What you want to do is you want to get that back as far as you can in here. Make sure you get it lined up straight. What we're going to take now is a hide puller. Just got little teeth in it, and helps you set and pull this bad boy. One thing I do like to do is I'm pulling it, the corner of the ears up here, I'll tack up with a nail. That way it stays in the position while I'm trying to pull. But right now we'll just kind of move this. going to do now is I'm going to tack up the skin right here behind on the back of where we right in front of the ear, kind of. We'll just take this up like this. Get it kind of just for preference. Just get it set on the eye right here. I mean, just so you kind of know where to tack, and just right here in front of the ear. I just put a nail right there. Make sure it's over that wood plate. I just tack it like that. So when I pull, it won't move. Now those nails will come out eventually. Take your puller again. Alright. So the key is to, when you get this on, right here under the chin, make sure everything's lined up. Make sure you can pull and not pull too much or pull too little. Make sure all your wrinkles are out. Make sure your sewing's going to line up alright, and it is. It's going to line up real good. Make sure, I'll show you here, the armpits are all lined up, and that brisket is. Alright, what you want to do is you want to make sure that the brisket is lined up with this neck muscle here, and make sure that the armpits all line up. Alright, now we're going to staple the back. Just lift up the hair where you're getting ready to staple. Push. Put the hair back over and you won't see it. So we're going to go ahead and do that all the way around and do them fairly close together. Make sure you're hitting this baseboard and get your stapling done, and then we'll start tucking the lips and the nose and tucking the eyes. Alright, what we're going to do now is we're going to start looking at the lips. And this is a good time to get rid of any excess skin that you have. Now we can move to the nose. You can see there's a lot of skin here. There's still part of the cartilage right here. So we're going to get rid of that. So now we'll take our tool. It's basically just a flathead screwdriver. And we'll start tucking. You can just roughly do this and kind of look at where you're going to be. Alright, now that we got that kind of roughly tucked, what we're going to do is we're going to just kind of halfway set the eyes. You can see how the lids, or the whole hole, is a little big for the eye. You kind of want that. If it's too small, you get a little, what I call like a Chinese eye. It gets real, like this as you pull back. When you get to tucking this, you want to put it high here, put a pin in like this, make this lid sweep low like this, and this will be pushed up here. Let's see. And you might have to clean out your clay and stuff. That's alright. It's better to have too much than too little, that's for sure. Okay, so we got it high here, got it pinned in like this, and that wraps around, and that sits low. Slowly start getting closer. This will be tucked in like this. right here on this part of the bottom of the eye. You want that to curl up and wrap around and go right in real tight up here. So I'll stick it in there and then try to put the camera on it. Okay. And my second pin starts right here. Into that front square look. You can see the clay starting to ooze out of there. Okay. Just take your tool and start pushing those in. And what you can do if you want, you can put pins right here on the skin to kind of keep its shape. It won't hurt anything. You can take them out. So we'll put a couple there, I guess. Well, first let's model this a little bit. Okay, and then you could go ahead and put your pins on your tear duct. You can use a T-pin or just these dress pins. Just push those in there. You don't want that tear duct to come out and see that skin, so pin it pretty good. You can work at, this hide's really wet, so you can work at eyelid later, or it's whenever. Or you can do it now, just kind of get an idea. I usually rough tuck everything and pin it just to see how it'll look and how it's coming out. Get it kind of roughly set up here. Now I make my eyes a little size smaller than I want them to be, I guess, because as it dries, it's going to get larger. When it dries, it widens and expands. So I like to make my eyes really, really, number one, make them look really relaxed. And number two, make them size them a little smaller than I want them. Keep finishing your tear duct. High up here, and it sweeps down like this. When you I like doing my eyes like this because they don't look like they're just surprised. They just look relaxed, and that's the way to do it. Just like my ears, I lay them back. I don't do them up forward a whole lot. Pull your hair. Model that lid if you want to. Put the rack on and kind of just get a look just for the heck of it and see how it's going to look.